You go to work every day and you're the boss. You're in charge and you're powerful and everybody listens to you. You succeed at your job and you are crushing it. And then it's time to go home and you feel the anxiety in the pit of your stomach. What are you going to be walking into? Is he going to be happy and excited to see you, or did you do something wrong and you don't even know what it is yet? Domestic violence can be really, really tough to recognize when you're the one in it, especially if you are a successful woman or man and you feel so powerful outside of your home and inside of your home is so different. If that's you, if that's your relationship, it might be abusive. Things that you want to look out for. Are you constantly walking on eggshells, worried if he's going to snap or yell? Are there things broken in your house? Have there been holes punched in the wall? Has your cell phone been destroyed? Has anything else you own been destroyed? Do you always have access to your money and to your phone? And if you feel uncomfortable, are you able to leave any room at any time? If any of this sounds like you might be a victim of domestic violence and it might be time to make a plan to leave. If you're in a relationship and it's time to leave and it's not safe for you to do so, there are legal protections that can help you walk out the door. One of them is to seek a protective order. In DC, it's called a protection order that will require your partner or your spouse to stay away from you. That order may also take care of things like temporary financial agreements, temporary child custody arrangements, or even temporary restrictions from entering the home. And these things can help you as you are taking the next steps into your next chapter. I gotta say, a protective order or a protection order is not a magic shield. It's still a piece of paper, and so you still need to make sure that you're working with an attorney to make a safety plan for yourself and any children that you may have. Domestic violence, when it occurs, does have a significant impact on custody. The courts are always looking at the best interest of the child, and domestic violence is almost always one of those factors. But you have to look at domestic violence as a continuum. Did the domestic violence include physical? Was it threats? Was it mental health challenges? Or was it financial abuse? And did it happen to you, or did it happen to you and the children? Each of these are different things, and the court's going to look at them a little bit differently. No matter what, the court doesn't want to see domestic violence in a family at all. And the court is going to want to always protect the child from any harm. That doesn't mean they're not going to want the child to see both parents. So certain things to consider when you are working with your attorney is how can you keep your child safe from your abuser, especially if it's one of those cases where the person was abusive to you, but maybe not to your child, at least not yet. Things that can be considered for a custody situation: supervised visitation if needed, supervised exchanges, a shuttle diplomacy where the child is taken from one parent to the other where they never are even in the same vicinity as the other, and also co-parenting apps and the use of them so that all communication between the parents is monitored and only about the child. So lots of different things to consider, but at the end of the day, a child has two parents, and even in a case where there's domestic violence, we're going to have to figure out a way for both of them to parent the child. If you're in a horrible relationship and it's time to go, we're here to help. At Z Family Law, we don't write endings, we create new beginnings. And you deserve a new beginning.